And guys, what is going on? This is the Club of the Man, 1993, back here for episode number 92 of WWE Turn Lords, as we discuss the one turn that, of course, well, a turn we were expecting to happen, but it wasn't the exact person we thought that was going to be doing the turn. We thought he was going to be the victim. Well, some of us did, some of us saw this one coming. I personally did not see this one coming. But of course, there was a couple possibilities I saw, or some teases at Fastlane tonight, which once again ended up being a pretty good show. I actually really enjoyed Fastlane this year. But let's talk about a turn that was obvious that one of the two is going to happen, but the one least likely end up turning. So, of course, we've had this whole storyline with Shane McMahon and The Miz happening ever since Shane McMahon stepped in when The Miz suffered an injury at Crown Jewel and won the World Cup. And ever since then, him and Miz have been like team bestie because, The Miz claims that, them being a team is what made his own father proud of him, and Miz claims his father never been that proud of him before. So they won the tag titles. They dropped them at Chamber to the Usos, and then, now here's the thing here. Ms. Bride, well, not Bride, but just like told Shane, "Hey, you're an authority figure. You are the son of Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Why don't you get us a rematch?" Which the Usos approved, saying, "Yeah, we'll give you another shot," basically, and they had the match. Now, during the match, though, the Miz was in the match almost the entire time. Like, the only notable spot that Shane McMahon had was that spot where he did that coast to coast in midair in the middle of the ring, preventing Jay or Jimmy Uso, one of the Usos, from doing a splash on the Miz, and it was a freaking awesome spot. But that's all he did. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking the line here has got to be that the Miz was trying to impress his father, and then, he fails, and then he takes out his frustrations on Shane McMahon, and that's where we go from there. But instead, we had a complete opposite happen. Well, again, the Miz, being in control for most of the match, and of course getting, the hometown reaction because they're in his hometown. And again, as I said in my review, when I'm getting ready for the turn to happen, and I know the turn is going to happen. There was no doubt about the turn was happening tonight. This is Miz's hometown again. Were they really going to try to pull off a heel turn on the Miz in his own hometown? But then, after, acknowledging his father, shaking hands, just endorsing each other, Shane McMahon attacks The Miz from behind, and he's the one who turns heel. And all I remember him doing was, he was beating up Miz, and Mr. Miz is like, "What the heck?" And then Shane went over and grabbed Mr. Miz by the face, and all he kept screaming at him was, "This is your son. This is your son," basically, or something like that. So I'm very surprised that they went with Shane being the one to turn and not The Miz. Because the thing is, I'm worried again is I'm not really the biggest fan of a babyface Miz. They tried it in 2013, and it was not that good. Now, credit where credit's due. Since then, the Miz has definitely been built up higher on the totem pole, definitely, and probably a lot more appreciative as a worker for how hard he definitely works. Mike Mizan, the man himself, not of course the Miz character, who's just excellent as just an arrogant A-lister. Now he's meant to be a likable A-lister, and yes, of course, he got a great pop, now he's in his hometown, but I don't think a babyface Miz is solid for long term. And again, the other problem I kind of have with this, again, Shane McMahon and the McMahons are supposed to be these, heroes that were supposed to be making the show better, basically. When in hindsight, it really hasn't. The whole entire product in general hasn't been that much better ever since they took over. And then again, they're not standing by the word that we are the authority. Well, if we are the authority, then is Vince still sabotaging certain storylines, basically, if you know what I mean? So it's a weird situation, but we'll have to wait and see. Again, my only a thought on a possible storyline for this is, Shane is jealous of the Miz that even in defeat, his father was still proud of him, and then that Shane claims his father wouldn't be or something. I don't know. I'm not too sure about this one. So I don't know how long it'll last. I don't know what direction it'll go with this. I'm not sure how long again a babyface Miz will last as well. Because again, like he's even when in 2013 he was a babyface, he still came across as arrogant. And in this match, he was making it all about him again, basically. So I don't know. It's just one thing to about the wait and see. So yeah, Shane McMahon is a heel now. What are your thoughts on this? Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. Please stop liking the video, subscribe, or comment on my channel. Follow me on Twitter at DemandRyan3. Guys, as always, please stay tuned for more WWE Turn Alert.